Hello, Internet. It is I, the Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. So, after yet another mini hiatus, I returned to talk about not one, but two movies. And not only that, both of these movies could actually do well this weekend, which is a nice change of pace from pretty much every movie minus Godzilla vs. Kong during the pandemic. So, it seems that things are moving in a more positive direction when compared to all the other months in the pandemic. So, yay, I guess. But the first movie we're going to be talking about is the Demon Slayer movie, specifically Demon Slayer, the movie Mugen Train. That's what we're going to be talking about. So, as usual, we're going to be going over the pros and cons. So, let's get to it. Pros. Easily the most obvious pro of all, this Demon Slayer movie, when it was released in Japan way back in October, its performance, well, phenomenal is not even a word to describe its performance, because if you don't know already, the Demon Slayer movie is now the highest grossing movie in the history of Japan. When it comes to all Japanese movies, it's number one in terms of revenue. And keep in mind, this was last year. This is during the pandemic, right? And it made well over $300 million alone in Japan, in that one country. Made all that money there despite the pandemic going on. It's like with numbers like this, it was like the pandemic never even happened over there. It's absurd. It's nuts. Can I just add this? I find it very bizarre how in America, because of the pandemic, like the box office has just been crippled for the longest time. The only movie that made any real had any real strength was Godzilla versus Kong. Other than that, it's just been dead. But meanwhile, in Asia, specifically Japan and China, you have all these movies performing like the pandemic never happened. I just find it really absurd, in my opinion. But still, it doesn't change the fact Demon Slayer did incredibly well in Japan. So naturally, some of that success, not all of it, but some of it should translate to American box office success, considering how much we Americans embrace anime over here. So yeah, easily biggest pro, highest grossing movie in Japan. How is that not a pro? Uh, so second pro. Well, here's the thing. I know nothing about Demon Slayer. Okay, I'm gonna say it now. I know nothing about it. So please don't get mad at me for my lack of knowledge on this anime. I don't know much about most anime. I don't really dive deep into a lot of anime, but at least I know they exist. All right, I'm not that naive. But yeah, it's clear this series has a quite a bit of a fandom, quite a bit of a fan base, and I know some of the more hardcore fans are going to try to watch this as soon as possible, even though it's only in 1,500 theaters. That hasn't stopped anime movies in the past, so why would it stop this one? So, yeah. Second pro is that hardcore fans will definitely seek this one out. I guess the third pro, well, it's kind of a pro and a con when it comes to anime, particularly theatrical anime. It's a bit of a rocky history. I mean, the last real big anime movie we got pre-pandemic was Dragon Ball Z Super Broly. That was back in January of 2019. That one did very well. It made way more money than Dragon Ball Evolution ever did. It it crushed that movie. And because so granted Dragon Ball is a much bigger property. It's been it's more iconic than Demon Slayer, but still it proves that anime there is a market for anime out there, theatrical anime. It can do well. So I would consider that a pro too. Oh, and another pro is that I've heard ticket sales for this have been really good. Like in AMC, when compared to Mortal Kombat, this movie, despite playing as only half the theaters, is outselling Mortal Kombat 4-1. That's the numbers I've heard. 4-1. That's crazy, considering how much marketing muscle Mortal Kombat has behind it. But yeah, I just wanted to note that too. So that's definitely hard. You fans just wanted to see it as fast as possible. So yeah, another pro. Cons. Pandemic still in America. It's not good. Even with vaccines out, we're not out the woods yet. We won't be out the woods for quite a while, unfortunately. And granted, this movie, even in normal times, it wouldn't have gotten that many theaters because anime movies, they don't have like a super wide release. It just usually isn't the norm. But still, gotta mention pandemic. Uh, Another con, anime has kind of a rocky history in terms of movies and box office. I mean, for every Dragon Ball Z Super Broly, for every Pokemon the first movie, those are like the main two successes. There's a Yu-Gi-Oh the movie. There's a what else? It's been a long time since I've really looked at this. I guess the other Pokemon movies, like after that first Pokemon movie, that series just died, fell off a cliff hard. So yeah, anime it's as much as everyone on the internet here knows what it is and embraces it and makes memes about it and jokes about it and stuff like that. I don't know. I guess anyone outside of the internet bubble is just not that into it, and they're still not that into it. So yeah, I gotta mention that. Not to mention the fact that anime movies are extremely front loaded, like horribly front loaded, because fans want to see it as soon as possible, like at opening night. After opening night, nobody cares anymore. That's what happened with Dragon Ball Z Super Broly. It made like 7 million opening day, and then it only made like out of that, that opening day only accounted for like a fourth of that movie's final box office, or little more, a little less than a fourth, but still, it accounted for quite a lot. That was just its first day. So, yeah, there's a good chance this movie's going to be very front loaded this weekend. I mean, it might have a strong opening day, but don't expect that strength to last the whole weekend. So, yeah, I think that's it. I really don't have much else to say. So, opening weekend, this is hard because I have to think about how front loaded this could be. If I had to pick a number, I'd say 10 million. That's the highest I'm willing to go. 10 million. It could reach double digits. It's possible. It's certainly possible. Um, but if I had to be more pessimistic, I would say eight. So 8 to 10 million is my range for this. And then overall, it might reach like 15, 20 million domestic, which would still be far higher than most anime movies. So, it wouldn't be bad at all. And it would still be good for pandemic standards. So there's that too. So yeah, that's it for the Demon Slayer movie. Next up, the big one, the movie I actually just watched. Well, technically, when this comes out, it'll be yesterday. But I just watched Mortal Kombat, so I can't wait to talk about that and its potential performance. Then after those two movies, I'm not going to talk about together because really, who cares? Who cares? I don't care. No one cares. We're going to talk about their separation. That's next weekend. And then we talk about movies, I believe, every weekend, maybe with the exception of May 21st. After that, things are just going to be a lot more frequent when it comes to these videos. So, Yeah. Anywho, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, share the whole drill. Want to check out more videos like this? I got playlists on the homepage with all the previous 2021 movies, that I've already covered and made videos on. But if you want to check out my past prediction videos from 2019, 2020, you can go right ahead. There's also the canceled series. That series, I haven't made one like 2 weeks. There's a chance it could be over, but you never know. I'm always, have my eyes open when it comes to any news. So, but if you want to check out any of those videos, all 57, 57 of them, you can go right ahead. And then there's box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. I will do the triple recap early May, first week of May, and then I'll do a whole May recap in June, and then so on and so forth. So yeah, that's the plan. But if you want to check out any of my past recap videos, you can go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.